Hello there. It's been a while. Hey guys, Flash right here. It's been a few months since I last uploaded, and I've been pretty busy over those past few months because I wrote a book. Yeah, it's very shiny, as you can see. The Advent Survival Part 1, Tars Cultist Tale. Oh my god, I just doxed myself. I am scared. Except I'm not, actually. So, yeah, I wrote a book. It's available for sale. Link in the description. And I kind of want to talk about that because it's been a minute since I last posted here. Uh, I've been stressed the fuck out about this. But it's here finally. So I want to talk about this because it was an experience. So, okay. Um, Ever since I was really young, I was always trying to think of stories and such, just to keep myself entertained. I remember the first ever story I made was it was a little comic book. I just kind of drew by myself, but it was called Bird Boy and Feather Freak, and it was pretty much just Batman, just Batman. It was like, but he was a bird instead of a bat, obviously. Um, but I felt like that was kind of the start of something because ever since then I was just kind of just thinking of stories. I didn't always write them down, but I was just thinking of stuff. I was thinking of ideas just to entertain myself. Um, and I think a big turning point in my life was I was still in high school. I graduated like 2 years ago, but when I was in high school, um I was in this chemistry class, and in this class, just to kind of keep myself entertained while I was, doing my little assignments, trying to balance out chemicals and shit. Um, I was thinking of just a character, where he was like this ultimate scientist, right? He was this, chemist who could solve any problem. He was, super smart in any science, not just chemistry. Um, but then I feel like it kind of hit me because um, I kind of realized that I was having more fun just, thinking of, little ideas like that instead of actually doing the work that was given to me. I was having more fun just thinking of a character that could do this stuff rather than just doing it myself. And then that's where it kind of hit the realization that I like doing this. It's fun. I've been doing this for a really long time. And um just as I was, been growing up the past few years, I've just been thinking of, my little OC, and then, oh yeah, do not steal. He's really strong and stuff. He can beat your OC. He's stronger than yours. How do you feel about that? Does it make you feel good, or makes you feel bad? I bet I could kick your ass with my OC. You don't understand. But when I was going through high school, I just kind of, thought of, funny little OC, little guy here. His name is Flash. Not a self-insert, genuinely not. Um, but he has the horrors haunting him, and he's going to fucking die. So he has to not die, and it just started off as something that would entertain me, and just to kind of have some fun to personal thing to do on the side, but when I had that realization that I really liked making stories, I I wanted to do that. Um, and when I obviously I went into the chemistry class wanting to be some kind of scientist because I've also really liked science my entire life. But when I kind of had that realization that hey, I'm having more fun doing this than the science stuff that I was doing. I kind of knew what I wanted to do. I wanted to do this, not the science stuff. It also kind of helps that um I failed that chemistry class. Listen, okay, in my defense, that's when COVID was going around. My dumbass bitch brother got COVID, and I had to stay home for like 3 days. And because the classes were like 3 hours long, I missed 9 entire days of school. I missed 12 entire days of school actually, because I had to stay. I took another day off school because I felt like my heart was going to explode, and I had to go to the hospital. So that's why I failed that class. What? It was the start of something. It was the start of something. Blessing in disguise, we'll call it. I first thought of the idea of, the Advent story probably back in, oh shit, when was it? Like 2018, 2019. It's been a long time, obviously, if you guys have known me for a long time, I was a big Splatoon fan. I don't play the game much anymore. I kind of lost interest, but it obviously bears a striking resemblance to the character. And it started off as just, a Splatoon story, like, oh yeah, here's my fun little OC, and there's some, new stuff that happens. But as I just thought of the idea more and more, it felt less and less like Splatoon. So I just decided to completely disregard that. It's completely unaffiliated with, Splatoon or anything else. It's a new thing inspired by it. This is not an Octoling. This is something completely different. It's an Oceanid. They are different. They have bones. Plot point, by the way. They have bones. So just to kind of give a basic idea of the story, there's kind of like, the back of the book that you hear. It's kind of hard to read, but I'm just going to read it out for you guys just so you can understand. After humans unexplainably left Earth, ancient fish and cephalopods evolved to walk on land and, thousands of years later, rebuilt what the humans had left behind. Flash, a humanoid teenage octopus from the snowy town of Shiverborn, hadn't had an easy life, often finding himself at the short end of a stick, bullied, or in a fight. On a walk one seemingly calm and wintry evening, I promise I can read, he sees a falling star that looks like it's headed for Earth. When it crash lands on an old farmhouse, he can't help but check it out, and when he thinks he hears a voice crying for help within the home, he runs into the burning inferno, only to find something sinister. A strange, glowing red object, the star that had fallen from the sky, draws Flash in, and he touches it, forever locking his fate into a demon that manifests thereafter, a dark and evil fiend named Virus. Virus has not only taken Flash's appearance as his own, but also wants his soul. Though Flash barely escapes Virus at the farmhouse, the carnage begins and those he loves are in danger. To stop him, Flash must quickly uncover humanity's greatest secret because Virus is coming, and he will do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Terrifying, gritty, and action-packed, The Advent's Arrival is the first book in the heart-pounding Advent series. Book number 1, boys. I'm planning on a few of them. Yeah. I'm sorry. You guys can tell I'm really proud because, the first day when I got these books, I have 6 heavy-ass boxes, just books in my house. I'll put a picture on screen, but 6 heavy-ass boxes just in my goddamn house, about just 260 copies of this, because that's how many I ordered. But when the first day I got these, oh my god, dude, my ego skyrocketed. Because I made this. It's so cool. You guys can read along right to the oh, it's gone. You have to buy it. Give me your money. You can also see at the end of the book there's a very handsome thing about the author. He's I'll let you guys read that. I'm not gonna read it out for myself, but I put a lot of work into this, and I'm very happy about it. And there's also my very handsome face in it. I first started writing the book around August of last year. It could have been September. I think it was around September of that year. Last year, rather. Obviously I had it in my head for a really long time, but it was only when I started writing the actual, draft and stuff that, I started actually writing it down. It might surprise some of you to know that I actually wasn't all that good in English class, but here I am with an actual book, which is kind of crazy to think about, actually. Something I didn't enjoy all that much ended up being my greatest passion in my life so far. Another thing is, I didn't really go to college or anything. I mean, I took an online class about writing, and it really helped me, get some my bad. It helped me get some ideas down, and I peer reviewed with some other people. They had some really good stories too, but they really helped me conceptualize the book and get all written. And to actually publish it, I went with Friesen Press. It's a Canadian self-publishing company, and they did a stellar job. I chose self-publishing instead of traditional publishing just because I'm a control freak and I wanted to keep the rights to this book. So I still own this. The story is still mine. It's only that Friesen Press helped me get the book, and I will link them too in case anyone is interested. I was actually on the bestseller page for Friesen Press for a while. I don't know how many books, like ebooks, I've sold, because it won't tell me until like a month later. So but it must have been a few to get on the bestseller page for a while at least. Just like a week after the book released, it got on the bestseller page. So I'm really happy about that. And to everyone who has bought books already, just, you know, friends and family, thank you so much, because this is my passion. This is what I want to do for my life. And I know some people, you know, like me on YouTube and they kind of like the stuff I do, but this is what I want to do. This is my passion. I've moved past YouTube mostly, and you're probably not going to see too many more uploads on this channel, but I hope everyone who joined me along this way on my channel continues to join me with this book and anything else I write, because I have a lot of other ideas other than the Advent that I want to write. I want to finish the Advent series probably before I start writing another series, but this is what I want to do. I want to write books. I want to be a writer. I want to eventually get, like, you know, a show, kind of the same vein as, like, you know, like Murder Drones or something like that. Because I think this is cool. I think stories are awesome. Writing is so fucking cool. Not even as a joke. Not just saying that as a writer, but writing is so fucking cool. Whether it's like writing in, you know, a TV show, a book, like an anime or a comic book or anything like that, writing is so fucking cool, and I think it's one of the most powerful things. Okay, I mean, it's not really, it's just words on page, but it's still really cool. As far as like actual writing advice goes from someone who just published his own book, I don't fucking know. I don't know what I did. I just kind of wrote things on a page, and if it didn't look good, I changed it. I tried just every day, well, most days, like 5 days a week, I'd sit down at the beginning of the day, at morning, try to write, you know, 500 words a day. Sometimes I wrote a little more, sometimes I wrote a little less, but I tried to aim for 2,500 words for every chapter, and there are 20 chapters in this book, and that comes out to a total of about, you know, 50,000 words, but there are like a few more. I think the actual word count is somewhere just over 54,000. So it is really good, just to kind of have your own pace. You can see it's not like all that thick of a book. It's, you know, that thick. So yeah, it's not too hard of a read. There are only like 210 pages in it, but it's not a very big read, and it's relatively cheap. It's around the same price of any other book. So if you guys are interested in like a dark fantasy sci-fi action novel, please buy it. There's ebooks and there's physical books. This is a paperback, but there are hardcovers too. I have a hardcover somewhere. I'm not gonna look through all the books. Like there's 6 Heavy Axe boxes in my house. I'm not going to sort through all of them, mess them all up, probably bend or damage some of them, and I don't want to do that. I want to at least keep those in pristine condition. If the hardcover's in there somewhere, fuck it, I'll take it. Another thing I really like is just the art cover. I commissioned Paul Schultz to make the art cover of this book, and he did a fantastic job. He's one of the people at Friesen Press, and Paul, if you're watching this, dude, fantastic job. I love it. The actual advent itself is probably my favorite thing about this thing because it just looks so fucking cool. Exactly what I imagined. Thank you so much. I think I actually have the original sketch of the book. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to show it, so I won't, but maybe another day I can show you guys the sketch. And also just I had like a source filmmaker recreation of this, just as a to give Paul an idea of what I wanted. I think I can show that. I'm not afraid of showing that, so I'm gonna put that on screen. That was the original like concept I originally made, just to again give an idea. You can see it's really gritty. I paid for just a black and white thing, but I just asked like, hey, could I get like a little color in there? And they're like, yeah, sure, we don't mind. It's just one color. So yeah, it's black. It's actually there's like it's black, white, gray, and red. Except it's not really black and white. It's just varying shades of gray and red, as you can tell. But like now, this exists. This exists like in the world. You can buy one of these, an actual thing that I made that people can buy. I remember when I was, like in friggin' 9th grade, I had a hoodie with the text "I Flash Boy" on it because I wanted to, I was big on YouTube and I wanted to make merch. But then when people asked me about it at school, I got all embarrassed because like, oh well, like I don't know, it's. But like I'm proud of this. I have something in the world I can be fucking proud of, and I'm used to being disappointed in myself. So actually having something to be proud of is really goddamn cool. And like for the actual quality of the book, it is really nice. Like it's like sleek on it, and like my mic didn't pick it up. Like fuck. I was trying to get like paper ASMR, but like you can't hear it. Never mind. But yeah, I feel like this is really cool. If you guys are interested, please buy the book. And this is what I want to do. I'm really proud about it, and I hope some of you buy it. And I am working on book 2. I just finished chapter 2 like yesterday. So book 2 is getting done. If you've already like read it by now and you're interested in seeing what happens next, don't worry, because book 2 is in production right now. I'm still writing it, but it's going to be produced sometime soon. I think I said I first started writing in September or August, and I finished writing it about January of this year. And I started working with Freezing Press around February, and then the book was finally released on the 17th of July. So yeah, a lot of stuff has happened in the past year. I've been working on this for about a year now. A year's worth of hard work that I put into this, and the great people at Freezing Press helped make this possible, and I'm very grateful for them. And I would love to make book 2. I'm very excited for all of you to read this because it's awesome. I think it's awesome. In my own personal, unbiased opinion, this is the greatest book I've ever read. And you guys are gonna see some really cool stuff later. So, if you've watched till the end of the video, TLDR, or maybe you just skipped to the end of the video, TLDR, I wrote a book, please go buy it. I need money. Thank you for watching. And I love you guys. Thank you to everyone who's written this book. And I hope you guys continue to support me in the future. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys later.